Hey there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. It's Monday night. It's time for our weekly Q&A. This is your chance to ask any questions that you have, saving money, couponing, the sky's the limit. So ask away. If you've got a question, you put it in the comments and I will see it or my husband will see it and I will try to answer it. It's usually how it works. So each week I also bring a topic, and this week I wanted to do what to buy in the fall. We really should have done this a few weeks ago, but we've had a lot of great topics lately. So, we're here now. It also works as a fun time to kind of do a little bit of a preview of what to expect for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. If you've not been following the deals through the years, what should you wait to grab versus what could you go ahead and grab now if it was on your I really, really want this list. Hopefully that will help some folks too. So if there are things that you have been wanting to get, leave those in the comments and I'll be glad to tell you what I expect or when we see better deals on them. If it's not Black Friday or Cyber Monday, we can totally talk everything that's kind of on your Christmas wish list, I guess. So that's the plan for tonight. But again, I'm fine with any question that is on topic or off topic. I'm okay with all of them. So you just leave your comments your questions in the comment section and we'll get there. So hello to everyone who's chiming in. I'm Diana from New York. It's always fun to see you guys on every week, and also fun to see where you're from. So if we've got anyone on from North Florida, we are thinking about you. I hope you're ready for what's coming. My dad still lives in Tallahassee, so we've been watching the weather hard. And after, it being South Carolina just a couple weeks ago, this is starting to hit home back and forth. So I hope anyone in the North Florida area is getting ready. Okay, Denise, let's go there. Denise's question is, where's the best place for candy? And that is definitely, what to buy in the fall, in a sense. There are a lot of great deals on candy. Kroger is winning on a number of different brands. A lot of times you don't really care what the brand is. You just want the cheapest. Really good price on Mars brand minis at Publix. Kroger, you're going to get them for $1 to $1.50 a bag. CVS, we've got various bags that are rated $1. I did a candy roundup last Thursday, but I can go ahead and do another one tomorrow. However, if you just use the item search and put in the word, put in Mars or put in Hershey's, Diana, that's going to give you all the deals right there. And you can kind of decide who has the best price if you're wanting to go ahead and start grabbing. I would also wait if you are wanting to, because we're going to see a few more deals as we get closer. Now, less than $1 a bag, go ahead and grab them. That's a really good price. Anytime you're getting, a 15 or 20 ounce bag for less than $1 a bag, you should go ahead and buy that. But Target's going to run their 40% cartwheel again. They always do at least one more time before the end of the month, and we're going to see some other deals pop in as well. So if you see some other prices and you can't decide whether to leap or not, less than $1 a bag is definitely a leaping price. And then anything else I might hold back, maybe $1.50. I don't know. It depends if it's your favorite brand. But anything else I might hold back until we got a little closer to the end of the month. And then for all of those of you who are in our boat, we don't really do anything at the end of the month. The best time of the year to buy candy would be the very next day. So I go ahead and get all of our Christmas stocking candy out of the way on November 1st. So that is definitely the best time of the year to buy candy. Since we're talking what to buy in the fall, it's technically not before the end of October. But that is, just a little side tip on that one. Okay, so hopefully that helps, Diana, in terms of getting an idea. But the item search is probably going to help you the most, and just putting in those brands. So Hershey's and Mars being the two big ones that tend to always be listed out in the brands. If it's still not pulling much back, you can do candy as the word, but a lot of times those descriptions for candy in the weekly ads don't have the word candy in them, so I don't end up typing it out. So think about the brands as you use the item search. Oh, and Jennifer's saying, I've got $7 in extra care bucks at CVS to get candy with. So yeah, you could totally just do the drugstores and use your rewards if you wanted to on stocking up on all of that. Okay, so in terms of the fall and what to buy, we are going to talk, some of the things are October purchases and some are November. So as I mentioned, November 1st is a candy item. November would really still fall into fall for those of us in the South anyway, still totally fall. So really we're talking October and November as I list out what are these things that I would grab in the fall. And then if you've got other things that you're thinking about, feel free to chime in. So Jill's asking about Kohl's small appliances such as coffee makers. So Jill, I would always wait on small appliances unless you have a brand specific that you're wanting. Wait for Black Friday. Kohl's and Macy's both ran small appliances for $5 a piece. They did involve a mail-in rebate. And after the mail-in rebate and Kohl's Cash, they came out to be free. So if you're cool with Black & Decker, Bella, they're the more house brand small appliances. Those are what they tend to run completely free. We have already started seeing some deals on some of the bigger brands. Best Buy ran a one-day only sale over the weekend on the Ninja coffee maker. And we'll see that one pop back in a lot. It was a big name last year. Keurig, we're going to see also pop in. There are a lot of Black Friday deals that include coffee makers. So in terms of appliances, that is also honestly one of those things that I may not grab on Black Friday. I might actually wait for Cyber Monday. But coffee makers, you won't have a lack of deals, whether you want a name brand or the tiny ones, but the tiny ones are definitely the best. Okay. And Sarah's asking, what about bedding, sheets, and comforters? So honestly, if we're going, let's go big first. So mattresses, best time of the year to buy mattresses is actually not this time of the year. It's in the spring, late winter, early spring for actual mattresses being at their cheapest. And so much of that is timing when the new models come out. So it's Googling, I guess, really, when do new mattress models come out? And then finding that time and realizing that that is going to be the month before that is going to be the best time to get the old models. So that's the spring, but bedding like sheets, blankets, comforters is in the fall and is a holiday purchase. It's a classic. We couldn't think of what to get you, so we got you sheets kind of purchase. So we do see those on sale a lot. We just saw JCPenney's. They may actually still be running it. JCPenney's was running really high thread count sheets for $29 on the king size, as low as $9.99 on the twin. And then they had a 10 off 25 coupon. So once you put that together, that's a set of king size sheets for $19.99. There are going to be deals just like that kind of keep popping in. So now is the best time to start watching all the way through November on sheets and items. Okay, Aaron says, I bought something on Amazon, but now this week the price has dropped. Is there any way to get a price adjustment, or is that just for Prime members? So Aaron, if it was sold by Amazon, you can always try to get on chat and to say something like, hey, I just bought this X number of days ago. Now you've dropped the price. Is there anything that you can do? And what I would recommend there is say, if I had shopped locally, if I had bought this in Target, Lowe's, or Home Depot, they all offer price guarantees outward of 30 days, depending on the store. So, why should I continue to shop with you? And once you spin it in that boat, they can totally give you the price difference in a credit to Amazon. It's just up to the person that you're chatting with and whether or not they feel nice that night. So I don't think you'll have a problem with it, but that's what I would recommend. And it never hurts to keep an eye on those prices as well, on big ticket items for sure, to see if anything's changed to get that difference for sure. Okay. So Lee is asking, your question. So no, Lee had emailed me, or maybe it was someone else that also emailed me on CVS changing where you have to buy the amount of products after the manufacturer's extra care bucks. There are no changes coming to CVS extra care bucks, and that was from CVS corporate. So I feel like that was a legit answer, going straight to their marketing department on that one for you, Lee. They don't plan on making any big changes to the program, period. And that's just how Extra Care Bucks has always been run. Okay. Oh, Paige, I like your question. So is there any way to save on personalized gifts for people? I want to maybe buy some Christmas gifts and any way to save on shipping the items as well. So when you say personalized, I'm guessing you mean like having my name written on the mug or whatever you're grabbing versus like a photo gift. Photo gifts, we're going to see those pop in all the time. New freebies almost every single week. With photo gifts, guys, like right now, I know we posted this morning a free calendar. Keep in mind that by like the first week in December, you're pushing it for any of these items to get in time for Christmas. So anytime we want to go personalized, you need to start thinking about it now versus thinking about it, much closer to time. It's just not going to arrive in time. Seriously, Shutterfly had a huge PR issues last year just with Christmas cards, let alone with Christmas presents and how behind they got. So don't put yourself in that boat. One place that I would look, Paige, is Jane. So Jane.com, they actually sell, it's a lot of Etsy sellers that are on Jane. So you're buying through Jane, you're checking out through Jane, but you're really shopping with lots of different sellers. And you can see their ratings there, so you still have an idea. But they have a number of things that are on that site that can be personalized and actually come really quickly. And the shipping isn't bad. The shipping's like $3, $3.50 for the first item. And then if you order a second or a third item from them, sometimes the second and third item is free. So if you saw like a pocket knife and you wanted to get it engraved for all the boys in your life, all the cousins or whatever, you could, and the shipping wouldn't add up much at all there either. The other one, and this is if you're a Prime member, might be using Amazon to do your shipping for you. So shopping through Amazon and just having those gifts shipped direct to where they were going. You can have them wrap them, or you could tell your family members, hey, I'm sending it. It's coming in an Amazon box, and it isn't wrapped. So just put the box under the tree. But letting Amazon pay for that shipping, or whoever you're ordering from pay for that shipping, is going to save a chunk every single time. So just consider that versus having it shipped to you wrapping it, and then you having to pay to ship it somewhere else. We did have Staples put out a coupon. I'm not sure if they still have it on their website, so I'll search after we're done. But Staples did put out a coupon for 20% off any shipping that was through Staples. So you'd have to go there. They work through UPS. Hopefully that's not their markup on the UPS shipping. So hopefully you'd come out a little bit ahead using that discount. But that is one option too, is kind of hunting around for who has a coupon. FedEx has always got a printable coupon out for $10 off of a certain amount of shipping. So if you did end up doing the shipping on your own, you could kind of go for that hunt on trying to find a coupon, trying to find a discount for those items. But I would go Jane on the personalized, maybe Etsy, but you're getting a little bit more on the expensive side once you start really going into looking in the artsy side of things. And then photo gifts, all of that can be personalized. And then considering some of these photo sites have really branched out in what they're offering. So some of what you're looking at on Etsy or Jane might actually be on Shutterfly, and we could find a code for a free pillow or whatever it was that you were looking at getting. Okay, let me jump into some things for fall, and then going to come back and answer a few more questions. So some big things, one of them, no-brainer here would be summer clearance. A lot of it's already gone at this point in October. That's really a September item. But still in October, we do have some clearance things to be watching for. So we're on the end of grill sales. We're on the end of lawnmower, any sort of patio furniture. If you can still find it, this is the best time of the year to grab those items, because it's anything summer. Anything summer, we got to get rid of it so that we have room for Christmas that is coming in. And in some of these stores, room for all the October festivities that are coming in as well. But they still have some. I mean, Lowe's even has a grill on their website right now that you can get 50% off for a charbroil grill. So they do still exist. And that one you can have shipped to you. I'll stick that one in the comments here in a second. But there are others in the store as well. That one's just what's on their website. And it even has a side burner. Highly recommended for folks who might lose power in an upcoming hurricane. I can't tell you the number of times we've cooked eggs on the side burner of a grill. But this is the time of the year. So I always feel so sad when people ask me, come May, when's a good time to buy a grill? It is not May, June, July, August, none of those months. This is it. So if you've been wanting a grill, they actually are going to go back up in price. We'll see them come back in stock around Christmas time so that all the wives can give their husbands new grills for Christmas, but they aren't on sale. They aren't a very good price then. This is the time to grab them. I know you can't hide it. I don't know. Figure out what you're going to do with it if you want it to be a surprise, but this is the time to grab those items. Patio furniture as well. One site to look at if you want more selection might be to head to Wayfair. Wayfair.com. They're running a lot of clearance on a lot of summer items, and there you're dealing with online stock. So you've got a lot more to pull from than what's in the local store. You may find clearance on Lowe's and Home Depot as well. Keep in mind with some of those, the shipping is what's going to end up hurting. So you are going to want to end up looking, if you can, for offers of free shipping with a certain amount, or whatever we can find. Wayfair is usually free shipping with any $50 purchase. Just Googling patio on Lowe's, it pulls up a couple that are 50% off. They aren't really anything special. They're just the plastic chairs. But you may be able to find some others if you go digging. I'm not going to spend a ton of time just sitting here having you watch me surf the internet. But this is the time of the year for anything outdoor. And on that note, camping. This is actually, October is the month that camping gear goes on sale. It's considered end of season. Lots of folks camp through September. But I guess once October hits, we all stay home. So if you've been wanting any new camping gear or wanting to turn over a new leaf and camp more, this is a great time of the year to go hunting for it. If those are items that you want, or putting away for Christmas as well. Okay, so a few questions that have come in just while I was doing that one. Let's see. Okay, so Sang Moon's asking, do we stock up considerably? In the sense of like preparing for a zombie apocalypse would be my husband's word on that one. We typically stock up for 6 weeks based on what's on sale. That's kind of the basics of trying to save with couponing. I don't tend to go past 6 weeks on a lot of items, only because we always see sales for them. So, there's only so much ketchup or so much mustard that a person needs. You get the idea. I will say that we have a bit of canned dried food that lives in the top of our pantry that is there long term. If something like when the floods hit Columbia a few years back, we couldn't get to town for a while. We didn't have power for 3 days. So we're prepared in that sense, but probably not longer than I would guess. Well, throw in our freezer and everything. We probably have enough food that we could make it a month. Since we've got 6 weeks worth of food sitting around here, we should be good there. But beyond that, things are going to get a little tight, and we better get some seeds in the ground if things have really gone crazy in town. But 6 weeks is generally enough of what we would need in terms of following the sales and getting the deals. So I'll grab the link to the calendar for you. It went up earlier this morning. So if you use that right-hand sidebar on the site, sometimes that's the easiest way to get things to pop in. And hopefully me pulling this up won't kill the internet either. Here we go. Free photo wall calendar. You do have to pay shipping on this. And for me, the calendar was $6.99 for shipping. So it's not that bad. Especially not when you look at all the ways that you can personalize it, down to like little pictures on the individual dates that are special for people. I love that. I think it's a very fun gift. Okay, what about penny reams of paper from Staples or Office Depot? So Diana, we haven't seen any this year. None from either store. Office Depot is still running their free batteries from time to time. But that's kind of the only deals we've been seeing. What we have seen is 10 ream cases of paper as cheap as $10. So it's $1 a ream, but I haven't seen anything cheaper. Staples has basically completely stopped doing Staples Easy rebates on deals like that. So that's where most of our penny paper was in those Staples Easy rebates. I would have to say I'm kind of waiting for a shoe to drop in the office supply industry. I don't know that either of these stores has had a good year. I'm not a financial analyst. That's just, based off of watching their sale flyers and based on the changes that we've seen from year to year. It's not looking so exciting in their boat for sure. Okay. Best time to buy a Food Saver. So Myra, we see Food Saver put out a coupon usually every other month for $25 off of any actual Food Saver sealer. We did not see one last month. So this month is the time that I expect it, or early November. So sometime in the next month window, getting that printable coupon. And if you can, that's what I would wait for, because we really do. We see it every other month, waiting for the coupon and then heading to Bed Bath & Beyond, using the Bed Bath & Beyond 20% off, using the $25 printable coupon together, or heading to Target. Those always make for the best deals. We have seen a Target cartwheel on them in the past. It's not as common as this every other month we get a printable coupon part. But that's what I would wait for. It doesn't necessarily need to be around a holiday. It's really waiting for that printable coupon, because $25 off and then paired with the Bed Bath & Beyond, it's by far the best price that you're going to get. Okay. And Kimura says, do I feel like it's becoming harder to coupon? Not necessarily, Kimura. I feel like the sales are still there for us. So we still have the same BOGOs. We still have the same items that are coming on BOGO. The coupons are having a lot more limits to them. And so we're seeing, limit 2 identical coupons. Some of them are limit 1. But I think for folks that are trying to just get enough for 6 weeks, that those limits are still workable for a lot of us. It's not leaving me with absolutely no laundry detergent. I still have a ton sitting in there, and we could still all go all over the place this week and get a number of detergent deals, including free Persil at Publix right now. So I think when it comes down to it, it's maybe changing our game plan. If you were someone that went in and you grabbed a ton of something in one store and used 5 or 6 coupons to do it, I can't do that anymore. That has definitely changed, with most of the brands putting limits on that particular coupon and how many you can use. But I feel like for the average person that's going in and getting enough for 6 weeks, and maybe watching a drugstore and a grocery store, that we would still have time to use all of the coupons that we had before they expired and still use them inside the limits. So I don't feel like it's cramped on our style too much. We're still right on the same budget that we normally live on. It's just maybe cramped on for folks that are shopping a little bit more intensely than we are, or getting more than we would normally get, which, I'm a family of 7, so you don't really want to know how much cereal is behind me in the pantry, but I can still handle enough cereal for us that we aren't going to starve. Okay, I've got a few of you guys that are jumping in terms of couponing newbies and trying to learn tonight. So top tips for beginners is always that it's kind of the meat and potatoes, that we buy what's on sale and we buy enough to last 6 weeks. And when I say that it's on sale, you want to just set a price point of 40% off or more in your head. So I don't mean that they marked it down 10 cents today. I mean that it's 40% off of the regular price. So all of the BOGOs, all of the big discounts, that's what we're going for, coupon or no coupon. If you're just getting started, if it's buy one, get one, whether I have a coupon or not, this is the week to grab it. And then grabbing enough for 6 weeks, only 6 weeks. It will come on sale again. I want a bumper sticker that says that, guys. I promise you will see the deal again. So just enough for 6 weeks, and then you're good to go. 6 weeks for some people already makes you panic. That sounds like way too much, but it's really not. I'm going to just grab what's on my dining room table. The things that you have when you are doing keto and you can only add certain things to your meal. But hot sauce here, I don't need 10 bottles of hot sauce to make it through the next 6 weeks. So think about how often are you going to eat various meals in the next 6 weeks, maybe 2, possibly 3 times you're going to have the same meal. If we're repeating the same 10 meals, you're going to be at that 3 times mark, but I don't need 10 of something. So just sticking with enough for 6 weeks and you're good. And then as you get started, you're going to get more and more coupons. Those are the big things to watch. Groceries for what you eat, drugstore for what you don't eat is the other big tip in terms of getting started. Okay, let's jump back into when to buy things. So Paige is asking, when's the best time to buy a sectional sofa or a kitchen table? So furniture in general, when it comes to furniture, my tip is always a 3-day weekend, period. And then there's definitely a time of year inside of that is better. And the fall does tend to be better discounts. However, I wouldn't go past Veterans Day, which is November 11th, that weekend. I wouldn't go past that weekend for furniture because furniture is not usually a Christmas item. They know that folks are going to want to get new items maybe for entertaining, but most people are saving their money for gifts and not for sofas and kitchen tables. So after Veterans Day, the discounts really aren't going to be there until the spring, when we get into possibly as far as Memorial Day. There just aren't a lot of huge 3-day weekends that tend to have furniture sales with them. So that's the one that I would wait for. If you're wanting to grab furniture, let's look on Veterans Day. And if you're not ready to go, then we're going to hold for quite a while unless they run some huge Black Friday blowout, which I wouldn't expect to be much different from their normal price. But if they did, maybe then you jump. But that's when I would be looking. So on that same token, let's talk appliances because the fall is actually a great time to grab appliances. We don't think about appliances as having new models, but they do. Every year there are new models hitting the floor in the appliance sections. So the fall is the time to grab them. September is when those new models come out. So September would be the ideal, but into October and again into Veterans Day, hitting that 3-day weekend, you're still inside that window where old models are still around because that's really where the deal is. The deal is never on the newest model. It is always on what we're trying to get rid of to make room for more new models. So keeping an eye on appliances right now is a big thing in terms of just trying to get the discount on the old ones that they may still have around. Can also mean really good scratch and dents though for folks who grabbed the new models and they got scratched on delivery. So if you're willing to play that kind of the waiting game to see what comes in, some very good opportunities with the new models having just come out and possibly being returned to the stores. So appliances is a fun one. One little inside tip on appliances is that fridge models don't come out in the fall. So if you're wanting a refrigerator, new refrigerator models actually come out in June. So May is the magical month for refrigerators. And on that one, maybe even Memorial Day, if you wanted to just go ahead and circle it on your calendar. I don't know if you can make your refrigerator limp all the way to Memorial Day if you desperately needed one right now, but just so you kind of can put that in the back of your mind for the future if you ever needed a refrigerator. It's not the fall. A few other things that are the fall for new models, cars. This is the time of year to buy a new car or a newer, older car because new car models hit the lots in September. And stores or car dealerships, they're not stores really, they're trying to buy more and more, but they can only buy enough inventory with the money that they have. So they are always eager to get rid of last year's models to make more room for this year's models. And now I feel like a radio commercial. But they're right. They're being honest in that radio commercial. So this is the time to go. I don't want the 2019 model. There is no discount on the 2019 model right now. I want the 2018 or even better, the 2017 that was still sitting there. And keep in mind, guys, really, a brand new car is really never the deal anyway. So it's getting the used car that they're still trying to, the newer used car that they're trying to get off the lot. I hope that you have already learned that a new car, it's never a deal unless they gave it to you, because the minute you drive off the lot, that new car costs way more than it's now worth. And that's just a sad moment to realize. So cars in general, now's the time to go, but be in hunting mode. Don't walk in and just take the first thing they give you. Let's try to get quotes from other dealerships. You can always kind of play the game and, in a sense, pit each other against other dealerships to see who has the better option, and play it hard. But this is when they're the most desperate usually to get those cars gone, and you can get some good prices. What else was in that? Oh, vacuums. This is a unique one too. So vacuum models, who knew they had them either? This is the time of the year to grab vacuums. They do go on sale for Black Friday and Cyber Monday though. So if you are pondering, I would go possibly Veterans Day. You could start looking now in terms of the sales. If we're seeing a one-day sale, I know we saw a lot of Dysons last week on one-day sales that were 50% off. But if you wanted to hold off and wait for Cyber Monday or Black Friday, vacuums are totally part of those sales as well. I basically remember writing just a vacuum roundup on Black Friday, just all the deals and all the various stores that we were seeing. So if there's a model that you want specifically, then holding out for that weekend is probably in your best interest. So beyond that, beyond this time of the year, vacuums won't ever be as cheap again. So if you are, I just put it on your holiday list to wait for that weekend and to grab. Speaking of, I cannot remember your name, but if I saw your name, I would remember, because we've talked about it 2 weeks in a row now. I dug it up for you and I found the date. So the Sam's one-day sale will be November 10th this year. So it's official, November 10th. They have not released their guide for it, but I should have it within the next 2 weeks. They emailed it out last year on the 27th of October. So hopefully I will get it in my email about that same time. So November 10th, that Sam's one-day sale, we talked about it a little bit last week as well, but it is the best prices that we see on TVs and on like home entertainment systems, phones. They run huge gift card offers back on phones. Though Target's running a pretty sweet one this week on Apple with a $250 gift card back on the new Apple. But they run upwards of $300 on that Sam's one-day sale. So I told you all I would try to find the date. I'm glad that I can fulfill at least one thing that I try to find out for you. So November 10th, and the way that works, stores will open at 7 a.m., but all of the deals other than the phone deals are always in-store only. Most every other deal will be available online starting at midnight, 12 a.m., on the 10th. So just stay up late Saturday. Thankfully, it's midnight Eastern time, so that we're not having to wait for the folks in California to go to bed. We get to get started earlier in the evening. And then, Archer's asking, when is Cyber Monday? So Cyber Monday is the Monday after Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving's early this year. So Thanksgiving's, I think, on the 22nd. You're making me go without looking up a calendar here. I'm pretty sure Cyber Monday is going to fall on the 26th. So, I would look at a calendar before you go to the mom who some days of the week knows, that it's Monday. But I'm pretty sure I have my dates right there, because that's basically the week of my life that I just lock myself in a room and, may or may not leave the house. So that is Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is not the last day of deals though, in terms of the way that the holiday system goes. After Cyber Monday, you have Green Monday, and then you have National Free Shipping Day. I mean, they will make a holiday out of anything. So if you end up holding off on a deal, it doesn't mean it's the last chance to get it. But Cyber Monday is usually some of the biggest discounts that we see on the items. So if there is something larger you wanted, I wouldn't go past Cyber Monday on large ticket items. Okay. So Paige has a question that's kind of back on couponing. I know you said before if I had a rain check on an item and I had a manufacturer's coupon on at Publix that if the coupon expired before the item, that they would take the expired coupon when I use the rain check. Do I need to check with the store first, or is that all stores? So Paige, that is printed on Publix's website in their frequently asked questions on their coupon policy. So I wouldn't be concerned about it. If your store did give you a hard time with it, you could just pull that up on your phone. But if you pull up Publix's website and you look at their coupon policy and then look at their FAQs, you'll see it listed under the FAQs. So I've never had a store that said anything about it. And a lot of times my coupons are stapled to my rain check so that I can't miss it. They're always there, and they kind of get the point as to why they're there. And then Anne says, I have a Publix opening 1 mile from my house on the 10th. How should I get started there? Publix is a great store, tons of buy one, get one deals, and then just get ready to stock up on the BOGOs and also be on the lookout for store coupons. That's the big thing in Publix. You're going to have a green flyer, a purple flyer, all by the weekly ad when you walk in the front door. And all of those store coupons can be used with manufacturers' coupons to make even better deals. So that is our free parcel this week. We have a store coupon that just came out on Saturday in the current purple flyer for $2 off parcel. We've got a $2 off parcel coupon from the Sunday paper, and we have a $2 off parcel digital offer that we can load. That's $6 off of one bottle, and they're on sale through tomorrow night for $4.99. Okay. So when Publix wants to hand us all the coupons like that, we are glad to use them. But most of the time you're going to grab BOGO deals and then a few of those store coupons paired in with others. That's the big one, for sure. Okay. And I'm glad that, folks are excited about the, whole Sam's Day for sure. Does Cyber Monday have better feels than Black Friday? I think you meant deals, but I like the feels too. So I would say they're a little bit of both, but Sheila, in my opinion, Cyber Monday, it tends to be better because the stores have a little bit more last minute control on it versus, what's in the store. They've planned for it. They've had to ship it there, all of this for that in-store experience on Black Friday. Cyber Monday, no in-store experience, and we can last minute make prices lower. We can also last minute add more things to it. And that's what we've seen the last few years. When stores have been disappointed by Black Friday, they have upped Cyber Monday significantly in the number of products and in the number of discounts. The other thing that we see with Cyber Monday is we see a lot of coupon codes that we can pair in with the sales, where when I'm in the store, I can't always do that. So a lot of times, for me even, Black Friday wise, I can't tell you the last time Black Friday I went to a store. Now, I've shopped Black Friday a number of years, but always from home, always in my pajamas, because I can use coupon codes along with the sale. You're always going to end up getting free shipping. Those are always the sales that they're running, and the deal is always better online. And so taking that into Cyber Monday, I just tend to be more of a Cyber Monday fan because of it. And because so many years lately they've been panicking on not hitting the numbers that they wanted from Black Friday. So trying hard to hit those numbers on Cyber Monday. Alice asks, one more earlier. I had a request for a computer gaming chair. Is the office supply stores the best place? So if we're talking like a true computer work chair, office supply stores are almost the only place now that have them, or Amazon online. Keep in mind that you can try to price match there. Staples has stopped price matching from staples.com. They won't price match Amazon online. However, most stores will still do that price match. So if you did find a deal on Amazon and you wanted to try to price match it locally in Staples to save on shipping or whatever, try it on a local level, but not from the website. They did make that change here just a couple weeks ago. to not price match online anymore. But those are your only options. Walmart, Target, no one else is selling anything locally. I would just be looking mostly in those 3 stores. So Office Depot, Staples, and Amazon, and using Amazon mostly as your price match. Do we have the lowest price? Another option here, guys, I've mentioned it in the past when we've talked online deals, is using a website. You don't have to shop through them, but using them as your historical data, and that is CamelCamelCamel. It's a funny name. Camel 3 times spelled out .com. And what they do is they track Amazon prices. So you find something that you're looking for in Amazon, and then you plug in the URL of that Amazon page, just copy and paste it from the web browser, stick it into CamelCamelCamel, hit search, and it'll show you a little graph of what the price for that item has been for as long as they have data. If it's a brand new item, they're not going to be very much help. But if it's been on the market for 2 or 3 years, you're going to have a lot of data as to how it's done over the last couple of years, when it's been the lowest. It's going to, if you're kind of curious whether that brand has put something on sale in the past, it can kind of tell you what might happen in the future. But it's a really, really good help for spotting, is this really a deal, or is this Amazon just telling me it's on sale? Because Amazon likes to play that game just as much as the grocery stores do. And they'll say that something's 30% off when really it was the same price yesterday. It's not really on sale. So CamelCamelCamel.com, it is a very good help for spotting what is a deal or isn't a deal on Amazon. Alice is asking a good time to buy box springs and mattresses. So Alice, I actually already hit this one, and that's in the spring. So mattresses come out with new models in the late winter, early spring. It's the best time to head in and grab last year's model on a mattress as the new models hit. I doubt there's really any big difference here. And you're putting sheets on it, so it's not even like a car. No one's going to know they're sleeping on the 2018 model when the 2019s came out. I think you're going to be okay, but you're definitely going to save a chunk by buying it at that time of the year. The exception being some of the online mattress companies, because they don't necessarily do a yearly model update. So it's more watching that 3-day weekend, watching for coupon codes and other discounts. So 3-day weekend is always big for any large ticket item, but time of the year when new models hit can significantly up that 3-day weekend mark even more. Does it matter, Kathryn, great question. Does it matter where I get my coupons from? Not necessarily, Kathryn. So all manufacturers' coupons can work anywhere. So you live in California, but I could get my coupons from Atlanta or wherever I wanted to. They're going to work no matter where you live. But the bigger the city, the more coupons are available in your city. So that's what I would encourage most folks to think about. If you live in a tiny little area, I don't really want my tiny little paper. I want the really big paper. So it's getting a friend to get them for you, or seeing if I could find that bigger paper sold locally. Does the grocery store bring in the bigger capital city paper in the area where you live, and checking in that grocery store on Sundays to see if you can grab it, or looking online. So I do grab my inserts online from Sunday Coupon Inserts, it's plural.com, and they come out of the Baltimore and Tampa area lately, but much bigger cities than where I live. So it's an option. They're definitely East Coast for you, and you will have a difference on dairy products. Your dairy brands are different than our dairy brands. Most folks don't cross the Rockies when it comes to dairy. So you would possibly want to find someone on the West Coast so that at least your dairy coupon's lined up. I mean, we've all got Yoplait, but beyond that, our butters are different. You get the idea. We could probably have a whole night of just naming products that none of us had ever heard on each side of the country. Even though we all feel like we all have the same background and same history, we're really, in a sense, two separate sides of a very, very large place. Let's see. Maria says, gas perks. My store has every $50 that you get a fuel perk, and I spent between groceries and gift cards. I get 10 cents off gas. How is this beneficial to me to get a free tank? So Maria, depending on the store that you're shopping in, you can save up on those gas rewards. So if I'm earning 10 cents off a gallon for various things, that's going to keep adding up. Most of these stores, that's how they work. Some stores do have a threshold. So Kroger isn't going to let you earn all the way to a free tank, but they are going to let you earn all the way to like $1 off of a gallon was the last one. I don't shop at Kroger a ton anymore. I haven't ever saved up that many in years. But Buy Low's program, if you were in Buy Low or Winn-Dixie, they're going to let you go all the way to a free tank. So if you saved all the way up to, $3.80 off of a gallon of gas or whatever gas was costing at the time, the tank won't be completely free. You're actually still going to owe usually upwards of 10 cents a gallon. There's a little bit on there that it won't use your fuel perks on or your fuel rewards, whatever the program is called now. But you can, if you can save them up and earn them that fast. That's going to take a lot to earn that fast. I don't know that they're running enough participating extra items throughout the store to earn quite that much, but you totally could. Lately, I've been using them off of my groceries when I'm in Buy Low rather than saving them for gas because it's 6 of one, half dozen of another. It doesn't matter where you're using them, but you can if you wanted to save that many. And definitely with the gift card options that are there, if you went, and I think everybody should do this, if you were going to go Black Friday shopping, let's hit the grocery store first and let's grab Target gift cards and wherever we're going because we're earning gas savings in Kroger and in Buy Low. Winn-Dixie, all these stores, we're earning extra savings back on those gift cards and then head into the store and use the gift cards for Black Friday. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Shanna, I agree. I like your Cyber Monday plan. I'm in my PJs, my slippers, and just start shopping. That sounds great. And Jonathan, any deals on the new iPhones? So I know Target's running a huge gift card this week on the iPhones. It does involve a trade-in of an old phone, but it's a $250 gift card. And I'm pretty sure Verizon and T-Mobile are also offering something very similar. With that, you need to take into account what your trade-in is and what that trade-in value is beforehand, because that Target deal is with the trade-in. So you're getting the $250 gift card. If your phone is actually worth more than $250, don't get super excited about the Target deal. But if you've got an old phone, go for it. It could be a great way to save. Or, just to throw this out there, if you've got an even older phone that you never got rid of, let's take the iPhone 6 in, just to make it an even better deal. Go a little older if you can pull one out of the closet somewhere and still get that gift card deal. That's a pretty good incentive. So that $250 Target gift card is probably the best deal that's running right now. Let's see. Paige, I don't. So Paige is asking, do I know anything about the new program at Bed Bath & Beyond that they're charging to get 20% off? I will have to go digging into that one, Paige. I've not heard of their new program at all, but I will try to give you an answer next week if you'll let me hold your question for a week and go that route. I don't know that they're planning on changing their mailer coupons anytime soon, though. I mean, that's like their way of reaching people. So I think it probably, if anything, is just an increase in the number of coupons or an increase in the number of discounts for them. Okay. Michelle says, how do I do toilet paper deals? Michelle, toilet paper for me is always a drugstore purchase, 9 times out of 10. It's going when they are running rewards on those items and stocking up on them. So this week, I want to say it was Scott and Kimberly Clark products at CVS, but I could have my weeks off. Buy $20 and get a $5 reward. Those deals are always before coupons. So you head in, you stock up on them, but you bring coupons for all of them, and then you get your rewards back. That's where you're going to get the biggest savings, is on those deals. That said, there is a really good deal. I posted it today at Dollar General, guys, of all places. But Dollar General has Sparkle and Cottonelle on sale this week. We've got new Sparkle coupons that just came out in the paper 2 weeks ago for $1.25 off. Sparkle's on sale for $5. But Dollar General through tomorrow has a digital coupon for $2 off any $10 purchase. That $10 purchase is, it's got to be, your total has to be $10 after you've handed over all the coupons. So, grab 3 packs of Sparkle paper towels if you wanted to, or 2 packs of paper towels and a Cottonelle. Hit that point, use all your coupons, get pretty close to $10, and then use that $2 off. You're going to have a pretty good price. So I put that in a post earlier today too. If you want some ideas, kind of made a little deal idea for you, and then put in the number of sale items that I would grab this week at Dollar General with that. That coupon is only good through tomorrow though, and it's a digital coupon that you load straight to your Dollar General account, and then you enter your phone number at the checkout where you would normally swipe your card, and that will take that $2 off. So if you can get to Dollar General, those deals alone, Angel Soft and Sparkle, Cottonelle, those are the paper good deals that I would grab in Dollar General. There's a lot of good deals on Gain Flings, and Gain detergent as well, if that's your brand. Just saying. Okay. Let's see. When's a good time to buy a food processor, and at what stores? So, Morel, I would wait on that one specifically for Cyber Monday. We don't see food processors. That's a hard one for me to say tonight. Food processors on sale on a regular basis. It's kind of a hit or miss daily deal kind of item, because it's not an item that every single household has. But on that weekend of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it will be included. We just see kind of almost everything kitchen. It's the perfect weekend for grabbing the random kitchen appliance that we've all wanted. If you want to do, I can never pronounce it correctly, but the new sous vide way of cooking, however we want to say that. If you want an Instapot, if you want whatever, they are all on sale. So that's what I would hold out for, whether you want brand name or house brand, little or big. We are going to see a lot of food processors. Let's see. Okay, I think that I'm caught up on most of those. Have I ever tried the Smores app? I just downloaded it, and it claims to reward you for simply unlocking your phone. I have not heard of that one, Paige, but I will play with it and try it out tonight. I can send you a message on it if you want. If it ends up working really well, I'll let you know. But I do question things like that. If that's all you have to do is unlock your phone, then my big question would be, like, are they getting data from what you're doing on your phone? How exactly are they paying for those rewards? That's kind of the first thing that you always want to ask yourself with any sort of app. And I went searching for s'mores, and maybe I am not seeing it right, but the only one I see is a chores, like for kids. So I don't know. Can you, if you have the app, shoot me the link to it, Paige, because I've got a lot of marshmallow options, but that's it. But I'll definitely try to figure it out if I can. So my favorite site still for Cyber Monday, and I know I saw Shanna kind of chiming in too, that there are so many places that you can shop, but the ones that we see the biggest discounts for, I feel like, Best Buy, Kohl's is going to go huge. Kohl's usually runs a higher Kohl's Cash. So normally it's 10 Kohl's Cash back for every 50 that you purchase. On Black Friday, Cyber Monday week, it's usually 15 back on every $50 purchase. Plus they're going to have 20% and 30% coupon codes. That is a week that I would make sure that you have a Kohl's charge card or know someone who does. So reach out and say, hey, I know you've got a Kohl's charge. Could you grab something for me? And I'll write you a check right now, whatever. But the bigger coupon codes are for card holders when we're talking Kohl's. Watch JCPenney's. They've been pulling out all the stops on coupon codes as well as Macy's. So those are 4 for you right there. Target's going to run a ton. Target last year ran an in-store coupon if you shopped on Black Friday that you could then use on Cyber Monday online. So I don't know if we'll see them do that again this year, but that was pretty huge for them. And a lot of people got some huge deals with it. It wasn't enough to get me to go into Target, but there wasn't a lot that we needed last year. We went very, very tight for Christmas. So I want to say even with Black Friday, we maybe bought one thing. So it's just kind of what you're looking for and the items that you're needing. But think about it being the bigger the store, the bigger the discount usually, because this is where they're putting all their marketing eggs. They're all going in this weekend's basket, and they are going hard with it. So those are usually the biggest deals for sure. Oh, and with Raise, so asking, Raise is where I would recommend grabbing gift cards from on a discount. You can definitely sell your gift cards to them as well. I have done 2 through them. I buy gift cards all the time from them, but I don't usually have gift cards that I want to give away or to sell. But you can, you do not always, and you're not going to, if it's a $40 gift card, you're not going to get $40 back because the point for them is that they're selling at a discount to the other person. But you do get a chunk of it back. They're very easy to work with, and it's guaranteed. So in terms of the gift card sites that are out there, it is one that I've always recommended. Some of the gift card sites, when you sell gift cards, if a person ends up having a problem with that gift card, even if it's just user error, they end up coming to you and taking all your money away and saying that the gift card didn't work. And Raise does not do that. Raise fully verifies that the funds were on the gift card. They pay you, and then they deal with the customer service if there was any on that side, versus ever coming back to you and trying to take your money back from you. So hopefully that helps. In terms of the return, I guess, Aaron, and your question, it really depends on the card that you're trying to sell. So I would look and see what they're currently selling the cards at, and to see how big that discount is. If we're talking a $50 gift card and they're already selling them for $40, that's going to tell you you're going to lose a little bit more of a chunk there too, in their processing and kind of the cut that they take. So it's just, I would get an idea, but they have it spelled out on their site what it would be, and they give you that right up front. It's not you turn it in and you just see what you can make. So they're very straightforward with what your earnings would be if you did want to try to sell a gift card. A lot of times for me, instead of selling a gift card, I re-gift them, as long as it's not a weird amount. If I've got a $25 gift card, it's so easy to stick it in an envelope and give it to somebody else, and they don't have to even really know that it was given from somebody else. But I'll do that more often than trying to sell them. Okay, gotcha. So S'mores is just for Android. I'll get my husband to look it up, Paige. He's Android. We still get along pretty well, but we are very, very different when it comes to our phones. How about bags for vacuum sealers? So Sheila, when we see Food Saver put out coupons for the sealers, which is every other month, they always put out coupons for the bags as well. So watch for those printables on the bags. Also, I highly recommend an off-brand that is on Amazon. I'll try to find it really quick if I can. But that is what we have been using for, goodness, probably the last 2 or 3 years now. Is you can get them so much cheaper. They're in huge rolls that last forever, it feels like. And that's why I'm saying that we've been using them forever. Like these, for example, I'll stick the link in here in a second, but a normal food saver bag is 15 feet long, and this one is 50 feet long, 2 rolls, the same width, but these 2 rolls are, that's like 4 times the length, and it's still cheaper than the Food Saver is by almost $20. So when it comes down to it, that's where going and getting the off-brands for Food Saver bags or rolls is usually the better deal. We did see a deal, it just ended last week, for buy 3 and get 3 free from foodsaver.com. And that would be the other one that I would watch for as well. My husband's also chiming in and saying, I just got 2 on clearance for $6 at Walmart. And I will give him that credit. He did. I saw them on the kitchen counter. I was wondering where they had come from too. Now I know. So you can always watch for clearance as well. And I'm proud of him for jumping in and grabbing them without even having to ask. So anytime you can find a clearance, you'll go for it. But if you can't, the off brands on Amazon work great, or watching foodsaver.com, which is the brand. But when they run those buy 3 and get 3 free deals, it's a really good price. And if you join their club, whatever, it's free. You get free shipping. So go for it. If they're running those sales, go for it. That last one ended on the 30th of September, but they tend to run that every other month as well. So it's one that you can kind of hold out for if you don't need something right now. Okay. Let's see. Oh, good. And Shanna says she also likes the generic sealer bags on Amazon. So hopefully, I'm glad that we're not the only ones that they've worked well for. But it definitely saves a chunk of money over the name brand full price for sure. Okay, let's see what else I had on my list to make sure we got through it all. Oh, this is a fun one. Wedding dresses. I don't know how many of you that hits, but if you have someone that is in the market, this is the best time, October and early November. Because the stores start to stock up. They know that the number one time to get engaged is around the holidays. And so they're ready for folks that want to grab dresses, but they're wanting to get rid of the older models. So this is the time of the year. If you know anyone that's in the market, tell them it's time to pick a dress right now. That also applies to bridesmaids dresses, but not quite as large of a discount. So look for the wedding dresses to be the bigger discount on that one. And then another one in terms of new models coming out is wine. And folks don't think about this one, but the harvest is up. New wine is coming out for this year, and anything that was last year is usually put on sale. This is going to apply more to wine stores than to the grocery stores. But you will see wine on clearance in the grocery stores and marked down when those new bottles hit as well. Clearance usually ends up being at that 50% mark in the grocery store and not lower, but that's why. It's not that the wine's weird or any other reason. It is that they had new bottles to put out from the brand and they needed to get rid of the labels from last year. So watching for those. I know Publix in my area will do an entire table of wine. This is the time of year that it tends to happen. So it's a great time of the year to grab them. You can always scratch off those little clearance price tags and do Christmas baskets or just stock up for the holidays. If you are going to have a lot of folks over, it's a good stock up time. So just to all around explain, any place to get a good price on bulk honey. That is a tricky one, Jessica. So I would actually recommend you go local on that and do some Googling, see if you can find local beehives, maybe even local more high-end farmers markets to do some homework and to see who's selling and then go direct to the seller. That's by far going to be the best option for you. And direct to seller and just saying, I want a lot. What kind of price can we work out? I don't think you're going to find it any cheaper because going through any other middle person is going to make it cost an arm and a leg. Honey is not cheap. But if you can find the farmers themselves, or what do you call a beehiver? We're going to make them farmers. That's who you want to go to. So I would start in a local farmers market, maybe a local artisan shop, and see who they are. Look at the labels. If you're finding local labels, they usually all have phone numbers on them. And then just call them directly to see what you can work out for yourself. But let's see. Oh, and Patsy is saying she even got Food Saver rolls in Goodwill, so we can find them all over the place. That's a great place if you're just hunting and you see them. Great extra way to save. I don't think I've ever seen Food Saver bags in Goodwill. Okay, we're a little over on time. Oh, I have one more on my list. And this one I actually saw myself. So plants. Home Depot and Lowe's have marked their plants significantly. This is what in the deal world we would say it's a your mileage may vary, meaning you may get to your store and things aren't on clearance. But a lot of the stores have marked down their outdoor shrubs and outdoor plants up to 50% off right now. So this is kind of your end of summer clearance. They're trying to get ready. They don't want to have these things there because they're going to die once the weather changes. Just put them in pots and be ready to stick them inside for the winter if you can. You know, don't get anything you don't want to have to deal with in the winter, but some huge savings. We've got banana trees and we have figs that live in pots and will come inside in the winter because that's when we bought them. And they're still in the pots from last year, but they're happy as a lark. So do the same thing and you can get some really, really good prices on those plants. Just keep in mind that whatever is left in your store, that's what's really going to vary. So Lowe's and Home Depot both on plants. Okay. I am going to go ahead and pop off next week. I always try to tell you guys what we're going to talk about, but I don't think I had a topic for next week planned out. So if you've got something that you want us to talk about, we can go there. Or I will come up with a topic. I have lots of things planned out as we go through, but I kind of had a few weeks where I just left it open. So if you have any ideas or things that we haven't covered recently, feel free to shoot me a Facebook message or an email. I'd be glad to cover whatever it is in terms of just picking my brain. Stump Jenny. We can go there. So love to hear it. But thanks for joining me, guys. I hope that this is always helpful for y'all. If you do think of other questions that you didn't ask tonight, send me a Facebook message. That's where I'm usually the fastest versus email. But I hope you guys have a great night, and I will pop back in later in the week with deals that we grabbed around town and drugstore deals. I didn't get there today, but plan to this week. So we'll try to share it all. Oh, yeah, and Jenny says we can have keto week next week. We can try. Hopefully I'll still be hanging. This is a hard one, but we can definitely do that too. We'll see where we can get on that one, Jenny. So y'all have a great night. Thanks again for joining me.